Hello everyone and welcome to the first project for Access. I have the instructions printed off, so I'm just going to read them out and do the project on this recording. So I had to save the project before I started recording, so for you just go to File, Save As, and then you can just click Save As here and change the name to _2 rather than _1. Alright, so number 1 says to create a new table in Datasheet view. So we'll go to create and click on table. So we created a completely blank table, and 1A says rename default primary key ID field state and change the data type to short text. So is this guy right here? If you double click on it, you can change the name. So state, enter, and I want me to change the data type to short text, and I have to click back in here on this cell. The data type is over here in the formatting group. Right now it's auto number. You're going to click here and choose short text. B says to change the field size of that state field to 2, so we'll stay right here, and you'll see field size right here. They want it changed to 2. Enter, and C says to add a new field with the name, state name, and the short text data type. A new field is this right here. So they want the short text, and you can change the name to state name. Enter. Alright, save the table with the name states and don't close it. So right click, save, and states. Okay. Number 2, with the states table still open in Datasheet view. Alright, so you know it's in Datasheet view because if you click on this little view button here, the Datasheet is grayed out. If I clicked on design view, it would change how it looks, and the design view would be grayed out. So there's your Datasheet. You can change it quickly by clicking here. That's the design view symbol, and that's the Datasheet view symbol. And a third way is down here in the bottom right hand corner, design view or Datasheet view. Number 2 says to add the 4 records shown in table 1 below. If necessary, resize the state name field so all field values are completely visible. Save and close the states table. So the records that we have to enter are ID for Idaho. So I'm clicking my right arrow to get over here. Idaho, down arrow, left arrow, OR, right arrow, Oregon, down arrow, left arrow, WA, right arrow, Washington, down arrow, left arrow, WY, right arrow, Wyoming, down arrow. Just to save and close this one, so save, and the X there will close down. Number 3, open the address table in Datasheet view. So if you double click, you're going to automatically open it in the Datasheet view. That's the default view. Add a new field following the postal code field with the field name date hired and date time data type. So I'm going to add one over here, date and time, and the name will be date hired. Now they want it moved after the postal code field, so click right there. Notice how, I'll move out of that again. You get a thick black arrow pointing down. Click once, and then click again and drag it over. See the thick black line that shows you where it's going to go, and they want you to put it after the postal code field. Close the table. So we're going to save and close. Number 4, open the Billboard table. So double click. Want to open it in design view, so you can click on design view right there. Another way, if you didn't want to double click, you could right click and click on design view right there, and it opens up in design view as well. So following changes to the height field, so we'll click on the height field, change the data type from short text to numbers. This is your data type, their number, Change the field size property to single. So here are your properties down here. See field properties. And the field size, they want it changed to single. And the decimal places from auto to 1. This one here, change to 1. Number 5, with the Billboard table still open in design view, add daily effective circulation as a description to the DEC field. So here's your DEC field, and your description is over here. So daily effective circulation. Whoops. Number 6, with the Billboard table still open in design view, change the field size property for the location field to 75. So click on the location, and then your field properties come up down here for that field. Click in there to 75. Hold on to 75. Enter. All right, save the change to the Billboard table and close it. So right click, save, and they're just letting you know that because you changed the field size from 255 to 75, that you may lose some data because this is a field where information has already been entered in, meaning if you have entered in characters that are more than 75, more characters than 75 in that particular text or cell, then you may lose some data. Because that's what a field size is. 75 is the number of characters you can type into that cell. It's the maximum number. Whereas before it was 255, you're moving it down to 75. So if you had anything over 75 characters, you may lose it. So click yes. And save and close. There we go. Number 7 says import the data from the Excel support file. So we're going to go to external data, click on new source data from file, Excel. Browse. Here's my support file. Yours should be saved under downloads. And then it says append the records to the advertiser table. So click here, append the records to, and then I choose my table, advertiser table. Do not create a new table and do not save the import steps. So okay. Next. Finish. So it tells me that they don't want you to save the import steps. So let's not choose that one. What it just did was took the information that was in that Excel file and they added that information to the advertiser table. So now there's more information in this table than there was before. Number 8 says open the advertiser table in design view. So we can try a different way now. We'll right click and click on design view and it opens it automatically in design view. Make the following changes to the advertiser ID. So it's already selected because it's the first one there. Make the field the primary key. So that's easy enough. Just click the primary key right here, and then you see a little key show up. Change the caption property to ADV capital ID. Caption property down here. It's different than description. So the caption property is down here, ADV ID. So what caption property is when you move it back to Datasheet view. Yes. ADV ID, sorry, comes up right here. Rather, before it was advertiser ID, now it's ADV ID. So what comes up here is either the name in the field, if you have an entry caption. If you have entry caption, it's going to be whatever the caption says. Alright, so save the changes and close it. I just saved them, so I'll close it now. Number 9, open the Billboard table in Datasheet view, so I'm just going to double click. Navigate to the third record. So to navigate to the third record, you'll see on the bottom here, it's 1 of 37. So you're looking at the first record of 37 total. Navigate to the third, you can click on the third and you'll see 3 of 37, or you could move it this way. Third. Enter poster for the type field. So you'll notice here type is empty. So type in poster. Navigate to the previous record. So you can click the back button or you can just move up one. And type in digital for this one. So, and then it says close the table. So I'm going to save and close that down. Number 10 says open the Billboard listing query in design view. So I'm going to right click and click on design view. And add a criterion to select only those records with a state field value of WA. So your criterion's down here, with criteria right here. So they want you to add a criterion to select only those records with a state field. So we're going to go to the state field, which is right here, and we're going to type in WA. Run the query and then save and close. So click the run button up here on the top left, run, and it brought back only records with the state field of WA. Now we're going to save and close. Number 11, use the simple query wizard to create a query based on the advertiser table with the following options. So create a query wizard, simple query wizard, okay. And we're going to choose our table, which is the advertiser table. And they want you to select all fields from the advertiser table. So this double arrow brings over all the fields in one go. Save the query with the name advertiser query and close it. So next, advertiser query is a default, so we'll just click finish. And we created our new query, advertiser query right there in queries. Close if necessary, so we'll give that an X. Number 12, create a simple form for the advertiser table. So form, and because I had advertiser clicked over here in the tables, it based it off of that. Just because I clicked form, it's going to base it off whatever I had chosen over here. So I had advertiser selected here. When I clicked form, it created a form based on the advertiser table that I had selected. Save the form as advertiser form. So save advertiser form. Okay, and close that down. Number 13, open the address update form. Address update form in form view. Right click, open. And you can look here, the default is form view. Layout and design are the two other views for the forms. So navigate to the third record. So you can go down in the bottom there and click over twice to get to 3 of 7. And just so that you're aware, it's KSO2. Make sure you're in the right place, KSO2. Change the address field value for this record. So the address is right here. Change that to 90 Mesa Bird Street. 90 Mesa Bird Street. Make sure there's no typos and you put in all periods. All right, so save and close. Number 14, create a simple report based on the advertiser table. So click on your advertiser table, click create, and create a simple report. So go to the report section here, click on report. And again, they created the report based off of what you had selected in the left-hand column here. So they want you to save that as advertiser report. So right click up here, click save, advertiser, add report onto the end there. Close the report. You'll see that pop up down here, advertiser report. Number 15, open the Idaho, Wyoming Billboard Circulation Report in Layout View. Open that guy up and we'll check it out. He's in Report View. There's also Print Preview, Layout, and Design View. It wants you to open it in Layout. So we'll click on Layout here. And then modify the report to match Figure 1 on the next page by following these directions. Delete the type and facing columns. So this one, click on this right here, click and hold Control, and click on that one just to select them both at the same time. And you can hit the delete button. Oops. There we go. So select all 4 of them at the same time and delete them. Change the column heading for the BBRD ID column. So they want you to change this heading here to be Billboard space ID. So Billboard space ID, and the DEC column, double click, and daily effective circulation. Number 3, sum the values in the DEC column. If necessary, expand the size of the total control so it displays completely. So click here and you'll see this whole thing highlights yellow. You're going to want to scroll down to make sure that you can see the sum at the bottom. So you go over here to totals in the grouping and totals section. Click on totals, click on sum. Okay, so here's your sum at the bottom. The reason why they say you might need to expand it is because 48 is a little bit squished. So pull down there and you can see it nice and clearly. And the last one there, change the report title from Idaho, Wyoming Billboards, this is your title, to Idaho, Wyoming Billboard Circulation. There we go. Save and close. Alright, so make sure that you change your name to _2 rather than 1. And if you don't have any tables or reports or queries open here, you're not going to see a save button here because as you've been saving each one, as long as you've saved this, the database, then each one is saved individually. So you're good. You don't need to save this if you've already saved the whole database, which I had to do at the beginning in order to access any of these options at the top here. All right, so you are finished the first SAM project for Access.